All right, today we're going to do something fun. We're going to trace the incredible history of PlayStation. We'll take a look at the consoles that have shaped gaming for decades, starting with the very latest tech and working our way all the way back to that little gray box that started it all. So, how did we even get here? From a pretty simple console to this AI driven entertainment powerhouse that's in millions of homes? Well, we're going to answer that question by doing a little time travel, but in reverse, starting with the most powerful PlayStation out there today. And here it is, the AI powered present. We're talking about the PlayStation 5 Pro. Now, this isn't just some minor upgrade. No way. This thing is a real glimpse into what's next for gaming, and it is packed with some seriously impressive technology. Okay, so the big deal here is something called PSSR. Now, that stands for PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, which is really just a super fancy way of saying it uses artificial intelligence to make your games look unbelievably sharp and detailed on a 4K TV. And just look at that rating. 4.6 from over 2,000 people makes it pretty clear that this tech is a huge win. And if you're wondering if people are actually embracing this new tech, well, check this out. Over 1,000 of these were bought in just the past month alone. The demand for that top-tier gaming experience is definitely there. So let's talk a little bit more about what PSSR actually is. The easiest way to think about it is like having this little AI brain inside your console that's completely dedicated to one job, making your games look absolutely spectacular. It's what makes the PS5 Pro feel like a true leap into the next generation. But a powerhouse like this doesn't just show up out of nowhere. It's built on an incredible foundation. So what came right before it? Let's hop in our time machine and take one step back. Our first stop lands us with the modern mainstay, the PlayStation 4. I mean, this is the console that really owned the last generation of gaming for millions and millions of people, and for very good reason. With the slim model here, the value is just undeniable. A full terabyte of storage is huge for anyone with a digital library. But here's the thing that really blows my mind. That rating, 4.6 out of 5, it is identical to the much newer, much more powerful PS5 Pro. That just tells you everything you need to know about the incredible library of games on the PS4. And if you need any more proof of the PS4's success, just look at that number. Almost 16,000 global ratings. That's not just a product, That's a cultural phenomenon. Its appeal is just massive, and it has clearly lasted. This right here really captures the whole spirit of the PS4. The promise was so simple. Give people incredible games and endless entertainment in one sleek little package. And boy, did it deliver. Okay, let's keep going. We're journeying further back to the pioneers of a new era. These are the consoles that introduced features that, honestly, we all just take for granted in our living rooms today. Okay, this comparison is so cool. On one side, you have the PS3. It wasn't just a gaming console, it was basically a secret weapon for Blu-ray players, and it pretty much single-handedly won the format war against HD DVD. Plus, it made online gaming a mainstream thing with its built-in Wi-Fi. Then you look at the legendary PS2, which did the exact same thing for DVDs a whole generation earlier. Each one was a huge leap forward, not just for gaming, but for home entertainment, period. And hey, if you're feeling that nostalgia, you can still grab a renewed PS3. That just means it's a quality-checked, pre-owned console. You get that all-important Blu-ray player and Wi-Fi, and it's still so popular that over 100 people bought one just last month. The PS3 legacy is alive and well. And now, the legend itself, the PS2. It's kind of wild to think that over 200 of these renewed consoles were sold last month. That just goes to show you the lasting love for its gigantic game library and, of course, its revolutionary role as a DVD player. All right, it's time for our final stop. We're going all the way back to the very beginning, to the 32-bit revolution, the birth of so many iconic games, and the game-changing original, the PlayStation 1. This quote it nails the whole spirit of the original PlayStation. The idea that gaming is for everyone, that really started right here. This console blew the doors wide open, taking gaming from a kind of niche hobby to mainstream entertainment for everybody. And get this, for under $100, you can own a real piece of gaming history, the very console that kicked off the 3D era as we know it. And with a 4.1 rating after all this time, it's so clear that the love for the original PlayStation is still going strong. So if you are planning to take a trip down memory lane, here's something you really need to know. The renewed package comes with all the essentials to get you going. But, and this is a big one, you'll need to buy a memory card separately. Trust me on this, you do not want to get to your first save point and realize you have nowhere to save your progress. So there you have it. From that simple gray box that introduced the whole world to 3D gaming, to the media revolutions with the PS2 and PS3, to the powerhouse that was the PS4, and finally to the AI-driven future of the PS5 Pro. What an incredible evolution. Now that we've seen the entire journey, the big question is, which part of it is calling to you? Are you ready to relive a classic from your childhood, or are you itching to jump straight into the future of gaming? Well, whichever one you choose, our source for today's explainer has got you covered. For more details or to purchase any of these awesome consoles, make sure you visit the website Fair Solution. Thanks so much for watching.